What up, though? What it do? Glad to be back, y'all. It's Frank Nitty, D-City, where brother get gritty, but I takes no pity, yeah. What up, though? What it do? Nitty, D-City, straight gritty, no pity. You already know how we get it. Woody woo woo. You already know. What up, though? What it do, man? Y'all see the title? You seen the thumbnail. We're gonna dig into this corruption, to this ongoing violence. Summer ain't even officially here yet. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Summer isn't even officially here yet. And we're dealing with violence. We're dealing with violence with the thought that the little bit of businesses that we do have open, they choose to turn on their customers. They choose to turn on the people that they got to deal with, put up with. Yeah, they got to put up with them, dog. Because you're talking about a whole community. You're not talking about somebody you just go see today and not tomorrow. You're talking about somebody you're going to see 5 to 10 times a day. In some cases. So when you're talking about a whole neighborhood that partake in a certain business, you really gotta have some good customer service. You really gotta have some patience, some understanding, because you coming from a place where it's nothing like what you're dealing with to have a business. We're going to go ahead and get into it. But before we go ahead and get into it real deep, we're going to let these videos play. We're going to let everybody get a little taste of what I'm trying to say. And we're going to let these videos play, and we're going to let some commentary roll. So thanks for holding me down. Thanks for coming through. Let's get it, baby. Nitty style. CWG rocks with me, baby.
Comes just days after the shooting. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. 40-year-old Moab Muhammad Al-Ghaham faces 2 charges, 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 felony firearm charge stemming from the shooting.
We begin here tonight with bond denied for a gas station clerk charged with fatally shooting a customer in Southwest Detroit. That first-degree murder charge comes just days after the shooting. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. 40-year-old Moab Muhammad Al-Ghaham faces 2 charges, 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 felony firearm charge stemming from the shooting at the Mobil station on Verner in Southwest Detroit. Sean Lay, live with the latest for us right now. Sean.
Devin, you can see this Mobil right behind me, shut down by the city, operating without a license. It's boarded up. It was ransacked after this shooting. Let's listen to Prosecutor Kim Worthy here in Wayne County, reacting to this second situation now within weeks of a clerk and a customer.
Bam. And that's exactly why they got them out of that station. They really acting like, yeah, they didn't know nothing about them not having official license. Y'all know that's a bunch of crap, right? Y'all know that's a bunch of crap. This is the second gas station that these popos done closed down, trying to act as though they're not part of the situation, dog. They knew once that young man was murdered at that gas station, they knew it was going to be some violence. They knew it was going to be, they knew the people wasn't going to stand for it. And they knew they was going to not just ransack that place, but they was going to come back up there for some revenge. They was going to come back up there for some revenge of their own, man. Because no matter if you like somebody or not, that individual ain't no different than you or anybody else in that neighborhood, dog. All right? People go through bad days. People take and steal very often, man. I don't think a bag of chips, a Slim Jim, a pop, some antifreeze, whatever you claim they stealing from your store, man. I don't think it's worth to take anybody's life. All right, it ain't worth to take anybody's life. So from right there off rip, they did the right thing by closing them down, because they was gonna have more violence, more trouble than what they could have dealt with. And they better hope that's the end of it, because people getting tired of these clerks doing silly ass shit as though they don't care about anybody in the neighborhood, man. They don't care about anybody in this neighborhood. They locking people up. They locking people up in the store as people threaten other people, as someone threatened people to shoot people in the store, to get out of the store. They locking other people, innocent people in the store to get shot. Now, this young man gets shot for stealing a Slim Jim. And let me just tell y'all this. I know that guy, man. I don't know the guy actually. I can't say I know the guy that got shot because I don't see his face. I ain't seen his face. I know people by face. But I know that gas attendant clerk, that gas station clerk. And he's normally a smooth, laid back cat. But how can I tell you what's going on if I haven't been in a situation like that with them? I haven't stole from them or got caught stealing from them or seen somebody get caught stealing from them. So I don't know how they deal with things, but I know how they supposed to deal with things, all right? They supposed to not let them come back to the store, or they supposed to call the popos, whichever one they choose, dog. Not let them come back to the store or call the popos. And I think the best situation is just not let them come back to the store, all right, until they know how to act correct, dog, all right? But anyway, they deal with these people every day. And let's not forget, it's a high school. It's a high school right next to them, man, all right? It's a high school, so they got to deal with thousands and thousands of young kids every day. And I'm sure this young man, if he lived in that neighborhood, he went to that school, Western High School, as well. So if he went to Western High School or lived in that neighborhood, this ain't somebody that they didn't know or just seen one time, dog. This is somebody they seen very often, and they probably watched grow up as well. So they knew this person, man. Not just saying, oh yeah, I just know him from coming from the store. But no, you watched him grow up, all right? And this is how most businesses end up knowing people and knowing who they dealing with, dog. Let's get it, man. I'm Nitty, D-City, straight gritty, no pity.
We're getting into it with deadly consequences.
If you had told me that 2 cases involving gas stations, early morning hours, locked doors, and shootings would happen here in Detroit in the span of a month, I would not have believed that.
But wait.
Bam, what did I say? Y'all know she was gonna come with it. This is our prosecutor. This is our main prosecutor, dog. And you knew she was gonna come with it because she ain't got no choice but to come with it because the people are pissed. But who gonna answer to all this? Because who let it slide? How did they end up getting licensed all this time? How did they have a illegal gun in there if the popos didn't know about it, dog? The popo always behind the counters. They always behind the counter. Not to say they gotta construct business and deal with businesses when they have big events. And that's right by Clark Park. We're gonna get into that, man. So it's not like these people poured nothing over anybody's head. Somebody is slipping, and they slipping because their hands are getting greased real good, dog.
That first-degree murder charge comes just days after the shooting. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. 40-year-old Moad Muhammad Al-Ghaham faces 2 charges, 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 felony firearm charge stemming from the shooting at the Mobil station on Verner in southwest Detroit. Sean Lay, live with the latest for us right now. Sean.
Devin, you can see this mobile right behind me, shut down by the city, operating without a license. It's boarded up. It was ransacked after this shooting. Let's listen to Prosecutor Kim Worthy here in Wayne County, reacting to this second situation now within weeks of a clerk and a customer getting into it with deadly consequences.
If you had told me that 2 cases involving gas stations, early morning hours, locked doors, and shootings would happen here in Detroit in the span of a month, I would not have believed that.
But Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy says, sadly, that is the case. Another case of a vicious argument, clerk and customer. The clerk locking the customer out. And in this case, the clerk, 40-year-old Moad Muhammad Al-Ghaham, is accused of shooting and killing that customer, 25-year-old Anthony McNary. It happened early Monday morning at this Mobil on Verner in southwest Detroit. The argument over a pack of beef jerky that McNary was eventually trying to pay for. The prosecutor says Al-Ghaham locked McNary out of the store, pulled out a handgun, and McNary was unarmed.
He held it in the direct line of the defendant's forehead, directly in the middle of the forehead, and then fatally shot him.
Just weeks ago, a deadly shooting at Mobil on McNichols. The gunman is charged. The clerk here, Al-Hassan Ayash, is charged with manslaughter. Prosecutors say he locked 3 innocent customers in his shop with an irate gunman who shot all 3, killing one of the men. And in this latest case, McNary was locked outside of the store.
The defendant that we're charging today was inside the locked store when he shot Mr. McNary, who was unarmed. Mr. Ghaham was not in any way in any immediate danger.
That bears repeating. He's behind protective glass, not in any immediate danger, according to the prosecutor, firing right through that door safely on the other side of the door. Devin, again, the clerk being held without bond. Back to you.
Sean, the city of Detroit is taking up the issue of clerks locking customers in or out now, right?
That's something we're following. Council President Mary Sheffield tells me they are drafting an ordinance that's going to take the power away, perhaps, from clerks from locking people in or locking people out, especially when those clerks are usually behind protective glass.
Yeah. All right, Sean.
It's crazy, man. But it's real. What y'all thought on that? What's y'all thought on that? Because my thoughts are really just direct, man. I feel as though we got a corrupt politician system, ongoing, non-stop. This continues to prove it. I feel as though the popos are rotten to the core, no good for a damn thing, but making reports. They're no good for anything else, man. They're just as human and just as able to make mistakes and do crimes and be anything but a decent citizen, just like anybody else, dog. You can't tell me, man, this ain't real. Real talk. You can't tell me this ain't real. Because it happens way too often. It happens way too often. And people don't care because it don't affect them. People want to sit up here and take up for the popos because it don't affect them. But how about everybody it do affect? How about everybody it do affect? Huh? What about Anthony McNary? Huh? What about anybody else? What about the man that got shot because the clerk wanted to lock him in with somebody that was having a crazy ass moment that wanted to kill anybody that was near him, man? What about that? It's bad enough, man. We go to the gas station and we find the gas station and the liquor stores to be the worst place that we can really go when that's really the only businesses that's open in our neighborhood. But that's the most violent and the most and can be a deadly moment going to the liquor store or the gas station, man. So it's bad enough we got to deal with that amongst everybody else. But to deal with that with the clerks itself, that's protected behind bulletproof glass. Huh? That's protected behind bulletproof glass. We got to deal with them wanting to kill, take someone's life, or be heartless, or just be careless, not to give a damn about their customers, man. Not to give a damn about their customers. That's what I find heartless. I find that heartless. I find that cold-blooded. Whoa. The way that they're trying to cover up their self now. The way that the government of Detroit is trying, all these councilmen, Kim Worthy, the prosecutor, and anybody else, the chief of police, whatever his damn name is now, we already know he's an Uncle Tom, just like the last one before his ass, dog, and the one before that. Just like all these individuals trying to cover themselves up, acting like they didn't know nothing about what's going on in this city, dog, when they got every doggone business and every doggone reason to know everybody business, man. They know the business. Like I said, they behind the counter. They dealing with these people on a regular. If it ain't for official business, it's for their own business. They getting their hands greased. What about all these gas stations that sell loose cigarettes, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't even like busting on nobody's ass. But let's just keep this shit real. They sell loose cigarettes right off of Clerk and 4th Street, man. That's right down the street. That's not even a half a block. That's not even a half a block away from the Popo station. And they sell loose cigarettes in that police station. They sell loose cigarettes in that gas station. So if you think they sell loose cigarettes in that gas station, and the Popos, undercover cops, everybody is around there all day, night, and all damn day, man. You think they don't know their business? You think they don't know what they doing? You think they ain't seen it before? You think they ain't getting their Do you think they ain't getting their hands greased for the extra activity that they allowed to go on? Yeah, they getting their hands greased. They getting their hands greased because they know exactly what's going on, man. This ain't nothing new. I told you, man. Drugs is the biggest industry. Crime, period. Crime, period, is the biggest industry, man, in the world. You can try to play like you the good guy all you want, dog. You can play like you the good guy all you want. Everybody want to say, well, it's some good cops out there too. Well, it's some good prisoners too, dog. Huh? You want to say that? It's some good murderers out there too. Everybody ain't bad to everybody, man. Huh? So if you want to clean somebody up that's saying, it's some good cops out there too. You cannot be a good cop if you ain't snitching on the other cops that ain't good. Huh? You cannot be a good, they asking you to snitch. They asking you to snitch on your neighbor. They asking you to snitch on your neighbor. So why they're not snitching on each other? Huh? Why they're not snitching on each other, dog? Because everybody got their hands in the cookie jar. Everybody got their hands in the cookie jar. Everybody motherfucking hands are motherfucking dirty, man. To them, this ain't nothing but another life. To them, this ain't nothing but another life. Huh? I give Kim Worthy a little bit of credit. This a tiny bit. Because she knew she had to go full throttle on this shit. She knew she had to go full throttle on it. Because like I said, the people are pissed. People are tired of being treated like shit. It's bad enough we get treated like that by our own government officials. It's bad enough we get treated like that within our own society. But when you got to get treated like that in your own neighborhood every damn day by anybody that feel like they about anybody that feel as though they're better than you or they're on the right side of the law, man. People tired of it. Everybody got loved ones, man, that ain't squeaky clean. Huh? Everybody got loved ones that ain't squeaky clean. Do that means their life gotta be taken or not cared for, or they gotta walk around here on pins and needles, or they gotta bitch up every time somebody try to check them or try to correct them? No, man. This ain't how the game's supposed to go. This was that young man's neighborhood. Huh? Whatever his name was, the clerk, he was only there to do business. He was only there to get our money, all right? To get our money and to be some type of service to the community. And he chose to take someone's life because he was having a bad damn day, dog. He chose to take somebody's life because he was having a bad day. This the things we gotta put up with now, man. Huh? They wanna act like they cleaning up some shit. Then, like I said, man, clean up that gas station down the street from your ass, right on Fort and Clark, man. Right on Fort and Clark. That's dirty as a bitch. And they up in there motherfucking doing everything non-legit. And you know about it, dog. So before you try to clean up everything else around the neighborhood that look like an eyesore because they don't put you on blast because of the things that these clerks are doing to these customers, man. Clean up that damn gas station and every other business, every other damn building, house, what's ever corrupt around that neighborhood, dog. Just like the Campbell buildings was just a half a block, not even a half a block away from the Popo station, and they acting like they ain't seen. They are like they didn't see 100 to 200 women every day and every night hit them damn streets from morning, from sunrise to sundown. They act like they ain't seen shit. And they the main ones out there getting service from these bitches. Y'all heard me. They the main one out here getting service from these women that's out here slipping in the streets. I seen that for myself, man. These women ain't gonna tell, but a lot of they custos, they main customers, they best customers are these popos, dog. Are these popos? They like what's going on in this neighborhood, dog. For these things to continue to go on, and now that they sitting out for the world to see, dog. See, that's what they don't like. They don't like the fact that the world get to see these fools in action, and that's what they don't like, man. All right, the world get to see how corrupt and how unlawful Detroit truly is, dog, and how they treat their own. Like I said, this was a 25-year-old young man. You think he didn't have no hopes, no dreams, no future? Yeah, they was gonna burn that bitch down. They was gonna burn that bitch down if they didn't come back with more violence than that. The popos knew that they had to shut that bitch down, dog, and they had to shut it down quick because they was gonna deal with more violence than what they could actually deal with. They was gonna end up having a riot in that bitch if they didn't do the right thing by shutting down that gas station, man. They had to shut down that gas station, because if not, the community was gonna come out full blast, dog. So everybody that was having problems with each other that day, that night, I'm sure they weren't gonna have no problems with each other, because everybody had the same thought, and that was to close that gas station down, dog, forever. Yeah, the same thoughts, and that was to close that gas station down forever. And believe me, that's what the community was gonna do, regardless if the popos did it or not. Regardless if the popos did it or not, the community was gonna shut that bitch down. They better be glad the popos shut them down, because they was gonna light that bitch up like a Christmas tree. Believe me, man, they was gonna have a field day on that bitch. And everybody who had a problem with each other, they weren't gonna have a problem that night with each other, because they was gonna make sure, man, they let them people know how they feel about how they treat the people in their community, dog. People don't want to talk the real. Y'all just want to hear that. Y'all want to hear that old silly ass motherfucking BS that everybody put out. Oh yeah. What we gotta do is we need more citizen participation. We need more citizen participation. We need more people to snitch on each other. Nah, man. We need these politicians. We need these popos to actually do their job in a professional manner, dog, and stop getting their hands greased behind the counter. Stop getting your hands greased behind the counter. Stop acting like you don't see what we see, and we see your ass not giving a damn. You only care when it affects you, dog. You only care when it affects you. When it affects everybody else, you don't give a damn who get done in. You don't care who get murdered, who get killed, who get caught in the crossfire. Only when it hit the damn news, where everybody can see that you ain't been doing your job, that's when you start trying to act like you doing your damn job. What's wrong, y'all? What's wrong? Y'all want to talk? Y'all want to talk? Y'all want to go and see what the junkies talking about. Let's see what the junkies talking about. Let's go over here and talk junkie talk. What about old girl kids you don't like? What about old girl husband you don't like? What about the outfit she wore yesterday that you don't like? Man, that shit ain't gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna go somewhere. Dealing with the issues that nobody wanna talk about, dog. And that's what we're talking about tonight. Let's deal with the issues that nobody wanna talk about, man. Because nobody wanna talk about this. It's the real. Nobody don't want to talk about this because the popos are good guys. The popos are good guys. They mean well to everybody. Man, get the fuck out of here. Then in that case, everybody that served in the military, they good guys too then, man. Huh? Everybody that served in the military, no matter who they harmed, no matter what kid they may have put in danger or did even worse or two, they good guys too, right? No matter how crazy they came back, no matter how crazy they came back home after motherfucking dealing with all that killing and all that just ridiculous violence, they good guys too, right? Don't downgrade them, man. And they done set out here and put their life on the line for their country, dog. Huh? They sacrificed their life for this country. But yet still people don't look at the cats that come home from the military with mental issues or drug habits or any other issue that they got from being in the military. They don't look at them as being good guys. No, they're a problem. They're a problem. The good guys is the popos, dog. This is why our community is so jacked up. Huh? Because the popos are such good guys. Yeah. This is why people don't trust each other. This is why people out here thinking that every issue could be solved with a gun, man. Huh? This is why people think every issue could be solved with a gun. Because the popos are good guys, dog. Fucking fools. Come on, man. Come on. Who rocking with me, man? Who fading with me? Who kicking it with their brother Frank Nitty, two T's like two titties? Deep up in the D city, man. Let's get into this issue, man, of corrupt politicians. Huh? Let's get into this, man. Because this is an ongoing, non-stop. It's jacked up, man, to live in this neighborhood, and people act like they don't give a damn about the people that actually done lived up in this bitch for generations and generations and generations and generations. Yet we don't get no love, man. People that comes from far away from a whole nother land, a whole nother country. They get more respect. They get more of the Constitution to work for them than what we get to work for us. And yet and still, we was born and raised in this bitch, and we done had our forefathers to even build this fucking country, yet we don't get no respect. No respect. Let's talk, man. Let's get it, baby. Come on now. Tomorrow it'll be another situation. Huh? This ain't the end. Summer ain't even here yet, man. Summer ain't even here yet. This ain't the end. Believe me, this ain't the end. This is only the spark. This is only the spark to the fire. And when you know it's smoke, yeah, this is only spark to the smoke. And when you know it's smoke, there's fire, man. Huh? There's fire. And believe me, it's gonna be blazing than a motherfucker when summer hit, dog. It's gonna be blazing with a motherfucker when summer hit, with more violence than what these motherfuckers can deal with. Because everybody think the solution to everybody's problems is guns. Everybody think every time you have an issue, every time you scared, every time you pissing in your pants, you gotta pull out your gun and use it, man. Come on now. Come on now. It only starts to people only starts to care when it affects their ass. Huh? Long as it's over here in Detroit, it's all good, man. But when it goes over here to Oxford, when it goes over here to Lake Shore, then it's a problem. Long as it's in Detroit, it's good though, right? Long as it's us, it's all right, right? But let it go outside of this bitch. Everybody and their mama want to stand up and act like it's a real problem in this bitch. But long as it's us, hey, that's everyday business, right? Long as it's us, it's everyday business. It ain't nothing that we should worry about, right? I don't know what got into Ahmad, Amoof, whatever his name is, man, Adafa, whatever his name is. All I know is, dog, he had no business pulling that gun out, trying to scare anybody. He had no business trying to, definitely not trying to shoot somebody through his damn door. That showed you right there. He was scared than a motherfucker, dog. I want to know what was going through his head. What did that young man say to your ass that had you so fucking scared? I would like to know that. I would like to know that from the clerk. What did that young man say to you that had you scared out of your fucking pants that you had to kill his ass? Come on now. Come on now. Rock with me, man. Kick it with me. Fade with me, dog. Like I said, tomorrow will be a whole new problem, dog. Everybody want to talk about these drugs, but ain't nobody want to talk about where they coming in from, dog. Huh? Everybody want to talk about the drugs, but ain't nobody want to talk about how they come into this bitch, dog. Huh? How the drugs come up in this bitch? You think the popos don't know how the drugs come in? When the drugs come in? Who got the drugs? How to go get the drugs? This shit is bigger than what you think, man. Y'all hear me? It's bigger than what you think. Just watching Maddie Boo Boo, that ain't good enough, dog. Know the game. Maddie Boo Boo is a victim. Maddie Boo Boo is a victim. Just like any other young woman, just like any other young man that done got caught up in these streets because they hopeless. What the fuck I just say? I say just like any young man, just like any young woman that done got caught up in these streets, they are victims because they hopeless. This city don't give you no fucking hope. Ain't no dreaming in this bitch. It ain't nothing but reality, man. It ain't nothing but reality, yo. When you come to the D city, it ain't nothing but reality, dog. It ain't no dreaming. It ain't no doggone fun in the sun. It ain't none of this shit that they're trying to sell your ass as though if everybody having a good time in this bitch. That's all lies, man. That's all lies. Most of us is just living by faith. Most of us just living by faith. Because that's all we got to hold on. That's all we know. This is what our forefathers passed on to us to make sure that we can stay strong. This is what our forefathers, our ancestors passed on to us to make sure we can stay strong. And that's having faith in the Almighty, dog. No matter what you may call him. No matter what you may call him, man. You got to get your faith on. Because it ain't really nothing else you can stand on. It ain't really nothing else you can stand on out here, dog. But your faith. If you don't have no strong faith, this world gonna suck your ass dry, man. This world gonna suck your ass dry. You gotta have faith. It's more evil out here. People want to say it's more love, but actuality is more evil, dog. That's just what we sell our kids. Just like we sell the thought of it's a Santa Claus or any other beautiful moment that we want to sell, that we want to put out in the world, as though if you shouldn't have no worries, or you should be happy that day and happy and jolly and free and just joyful and not sit here and have the ongoing worries that you normally have on your regular days to live in the hood, man. Like I said, it's bad enough you got to watch behind your back for your enemies or anybody that may have a problem with your ass going to the gas station or going to the liquor store, man. But when you got to worry about the liquor store, man, the gas station, man, people in the neighborhood that done watch your ass grew up, dog. They done watch you grew up. They watched that young man grow up. They knew that young man as a young boy, dog. He probably went right there to Western High School, which is right across the block from their ass. And for him to go there and be so cold-hearted and unmerciful and take that young man's life as though if he didn't know him or know his family at all. The Popos knew what time it was, dog. They knew what time it was because they done pissed off the wrong fucking people, dog. The Popos can act like they run these streets. The Popos can act like they run the streets. I give it to them. They own the day. They own the day. But we run the night. Y'all remember that shit, dog? The Popos may own the day, but we run the night. And that was going to be that gas station last time ever standing like you see it right now. That gas station will never open again. I don't care if they get a license. I don't care if they try to throw it to their cousin. That gas station will never open again because the neighborhood ain't having it, man. They already know what they gonna do is try to throw it to their cousin, try to throw it to one of their peeps that owns another business or that just done flew in out of the country and shit and claiming he ain't had nothing to do with it. They already know we already know what they gonna try to pull. And believe me, man, the community ain't having it. That's a wrap. You got good communities. You got good store owners out there that's been dealing with a community, the good and the bad, forever, man. Right in that neighborhood, and they haven't killed anybody. You got store owners that deal with alcoholics, drunks, everybody in the neighborhood, dog. The thugs, the hoodlums, the drug dealers, the crackheads, the junkies, the good and the bad, the slick, the con artists, everybody. They deal with everybody, and they haven't killed not one fucking person. And I'm gonna tell you mainly why. 2 reasons. They truly here to serve and to do good by that community, dog. They understand that their platform is just not a business, but it's a monument for a community that don't have too much to stand on, dog. Our businesses is all we have in these little communities. Our businesses is our eyes and our ears in this bitch. Number two, they just good people, man. They just good people, like I said, man. You know, they're not just trying to make money off the community. They trying to see the community stay above water. They trying to be something good for the community. You know what I'm saying? And so when you see cats, and like I said, they growed up with these people. If people actually been living in these neighborhoods for a long time, which most people have, generation after generation, man, they know these families. They know these kids. They know these young men. They know these young ladies. They know what to expect when these young people become adults, because a lot of them act the same way, especially when they on the sauce, especially when they drunk, especially when they trying to show off for their boys, especially when they out here on drugs and trying to take chances like they just don't care. This ain't nothing that a store, a gas station, somebody that have a business in a community don't deal with every single day. It comes with the territory, man. It's like being a bus driver. It's like being any public servant. It's like being any public servant, man. You gotta have patience. You gotta know your job is bigger than the ignorance that you deal with on an everyday basis. Huh? You got to know your job is bigger than what you deal with on an everyday basis. That's the only way that you're going to stay able to be decent to yourself. That's actually coming for the service that the city or the community is offering, instead of trying to take advantage of it or bring harm to anybody, dog. You're going to always have a fool or two out there. You're going to always have a fool or two out there in the world, dog. That ain't nothing new. We deal with fools. If he think he dealing with something, what about the people in the community that got to deal with that young man every damn day, 24/7 a day, 24/7, 7/11, all night long, all night and day long. So if he think he's dealing with something, what about everybody else? And nobody else ain't killed his ass. Nobody else didn't kill him. Nobody else didn't put his life in threat. What had Abdullah Amuf, whatever his name is, don't mean to disrespect him or his religion. I just don't know his name, and I really don't give a fuck right now, man. I'm really pissed at the fact that this is an ongoing trait on how we get treated in our neighborhoods, man. How we get treated by our public officials, how we get treated by store owners, these clerks that don't know a damn thing, or just come here scared as a bitch. Because that's the only thing I can think of, man. You got to be scared as a bitch to put somebody else's life in danger, man. What would be the other reason? What would be any other reason for you to kill somebody unless you were scared as a bitch? What would be your reason to take someone's life unless you were scared as a bitch? Thank y'all for that love, man. Thank you for the love, man. Real talk, dog. Because this is a real conversation that we need to continually have, man. Thank you for the love. Real talk, man. I see the love and I appreciate it, man. I don't know who threw it because I can't see nothing on my screen right now. I just know, man, this is something that we all deal with. Not just one of us, not just some of us, but we all deal with, no matter what race we are, no matter what our skin color is. If you live in the hood, man, or you got to come to the hood for any type of business or any type of service or you just dwell in the hood because you part of this hood and you still like taking partay within the neighborhood of Detroit because of the things that maybe the suburbs don't have, right? This is no way to treat people, man. The police need to get their shit together and stop trying to act like, oh, they clueless. They want to act like they clueless of something that they got their hands deep up in the fucking cookie jar with, man. They got their hands deep up in that cookie jar. And it ain't just the lower officials either. Y'all know whoever is the council. Y'all know whoever is the councilman of that particular community, or whoever supposed to go around giving people license, which I'm sure is the councilman or some type of police official. Come on now. Hey man, their hands are dirty as fuck. And now that everybody is wondering how did this shit continually to go on, everybody want to throw everybody under the bus now, dog. Everybody now want to throw everybody on the bus. Everybody now want to point fingers to everybody else and not take the blame for themselves. Not take the blame that should have been on their damn mind to deal with their damn self. The 4th precinct, that's the police station around that area of Southwest. The 4th precinct, they know every damn thing else. They claim to be good guys on every damn thing else. They claim to do all the right things officially on everything else. When y'all gonna do something about that gas station down the street off of Fort and Clerk that's selling illegal cigarettes and buying up food stamps? Huh? When y'all gonna do something about that, dog? That gas station down the street from y'all ass on Fort and Clerk that sells single cigarettes that y'all done seen Maddie and Gerald. Y'all done seen Maddie and Gerald walk to that bitch several times and get them a single cigarette off of Fort and Clark Street, right down the street from the 4th precinct. Not even a half a fucking block, man. When y'all gonna do something about that? Huh? The illegal cigarettes. Buying food stamps. Huh? When y'all gonna do something about that? And we don't know what else popping, right? Because I really ain't in they mix. But I'm sure it's plenty of more shit. I'm sure it's plenty of more shit that you can flip over or dig up and find out how corrupt this popos of Detroit truly is. You fucking corrupt. You're wrong, man. I hope that young man's family not just sue that mobile gas station or the mobile company itself. I hope they're able to sue the police station for allowing them to have a business with no license. I hope that young man's family can be able to sue the gas station for allowing them to have a business with no license. I hope they can sue the popos, man. I hope they can sue this government system of ours in Detroit, for allowing them to have a business open to the community with no license. And not just a business, but to have an illegal weapon. But have an illegal weapon, which I'm sure when the clerk get his lawyer, he gonna let them know, he gonna let his lawyer know that it was more than one police officer that knew about him having that illegal weapon, dog. Huh? It was more than one police officer. It was more than just one police officer that knew that he had an illegal weapon and never did a damn thing about it. I'm sure when all this shit hit the fan, we're gonna really get to see how corrupt, how fucking evil, how conniving, how is this a big ass corporation? How is this a big ass corporation, man? Of nothing but corruption. You gonna see, because I'm sure, like I told you, they behind that counter every day. They know these clerks, they know these owners like the back of their hands. These are some of their best friends. If they're not dealing with them on a community, function, and you got plenty of community functions right there at Clark Park. That's right off of Clark, man. That's right beside Clark Park, right? Right across the street from Western High School. So I'm sure they had to be spoken to very often, if not just very often. They had to be what's the word? Oh, they had to be staked out. They probably was staking out. If they wasn't speaking to these owners and these clerks very often, they were staking out. Y'all know what a stakeout is, right? They were staking out. They had some type of sting. They had some type of sting that they had to communicate and relay to that gas station, man. They was using that gas station to catch up people that they was looking for. Yeah, they do. That's where they catch people at. They catch people at the liquor store and at the gas stations, dog. That's why they always sitting at that bitch, because they looking at their doggone computer and they looking at faces, man. Anytime you see the popos sitting at a gas station or a liquor store or any type of store, dog, they're looking through a lineup. They're looking through a lineup and they're looking for faces that look like the faces that they're looking for, dog. That's why they there. So don't think the popos don't talk to people just like this mobile gas station, just like that clerk. Don't think they don't talk to them or have communication with them on a regular, man. They communicate with them on a regular to catch up other cats out there that got warrants, to catch up other cats that out there that they may be looking for some type of questioning or anything to do with anything official about the government, about the government functions of a police station, dog. Believe me, they talk to these people very often. So this ain't nothing new. And I'm sure when that clerk gets a lawyer, they gonna tear the lining out of Detroit police and out of this damn corrupt government system that we have in Detroit, man. They gonna tear the lining out their ass. Huh? They gonna have a field day with their butt, man. Cause that man communicates and know these people on a regular, dog. This ain't nothing new. They know these people, man. They talk to these people on an everyday basis. They behind the counter. They behind the counter with these people on a regular, like if they their best damn friend. What made that clerk feel as though? What made that clerk? And like I said, I seen this clerk every time I go in that store. I see this clerk or another cat handling their business at the front desk, dog. So what made this clerk? What made this individual snap that day? Or what made him feel as though he can get away with it, man? What made him feel as though he can even get away with it? If he wasn't rubbing elbows. If he wasn't rubbing elbows with the people that supposed to protect the people in the city, dog. Huh? What made him think he could even get away with it? If he wasn't rubbing elbows with the people that supposed to protect the citizens in this city, man. He felt like he can get away with it, dog. That wasn't something he thought he was gonna go down for. He thought he could be able to get away with it. He thought he rubbed enough elbows. He did enough favors. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. This gas station, I don't know this gas station to do nothing illegal, dog. I didn't know this gas station to do nothing illegal. I ain't gonna even lie. If they did do something illegal, I don't know shit about it. I knew they didn't sell single cigarettes. They didn't sell single cigarettes, I know that. All right. The popos know who sells single cigarettes. They know who sells single cigarettes. Like I said, when the fan hit the shit, that's when they want to start pointing fingers at everybody else, man. Everybody else on a lower totem pole gotta take the rap for the shit that's going on in the city, dog. Anybody else on a lower totem pole gotta take the rap for what's going on in this city, man. Because now it's time for heads to roll. It's time for heads to roll. So who you gonna blame? Who gonna take the fall for all this corrupt shit that we seeing every day in the media about Detroit, man? About Detroit. It ain't even summer yet, y'all. It ain't even summer yet. And all they doing is building more gun shops. Did y'all hear me? It ain't even summer yet. And all they doing is building more gun shops, more gun ranges, putting more guns in kids' hands. Huh? I don't care if your kid black, white, purple. I don't give a fuck. It ain't no reason that kids should have a gun in their hand, dog. Unless you're going hunting, it ain't no reason for a child to be at no damn range, trying to muff and get their aim on, acting as though they're grown enough to make a life or death situation, to make a life or death call about somebody else's life, dog. People out here fucking tripping. People out here fucking tripping, man. And this is why we having all this mass killing, all this old ignorance at these schools, in our neighborhood, ongoing in any type of festival, any type of gathering, any type of ceremony. This is why we having all this mass killing, man. It's ridiculous. Look at this, man. This is what y'all want to see, right? Look at this. this woman, man. Let's stop being mean and evil too, y'all. Look at this woman. This woman is somebody's child. This woman is somebody's mama. This woman came to Detroit just to have some fun. And now she done got stuck in this bitch. And y'all see how she look? She losing her life right in front of us, man. She losing her life right in front of us. And everything she's doing it on YouTube. She's doing it on an internet site. So it's not like the popos or anybody else that claims that they want to detour what's going on in our city, man. Don't see what's going on with anybody that's doing drugs as long as Maddie Boo Boo and any other woman has been doing drugs out here, dog. It's not like they don't see or hear about or haven't picked up or went to a situation where somebody OD'd or may have OD'd or may have kicked the bucket, came up toe tag, however you want to say it, man. This is not how somebody should end up when they find themselves in a city and get lost off of drugs. Drugs shouldn't eat you up overnight, dog. You would think this woman been out here in these streets. You would think this young woman been out in these streets for 20 years. You would think she been out here for 20, 30 years. And she ain't even been out here for 10. She ain't even been out here for 10. And look the way the drugs are eating her ass up, man. Do you see anybody trying to detour that? Other than the people that's trying to reach out to her through this, other than the people that's trying to reach out to her through this internet, man? Do you see anybody else? Do you see any public official trying to change the narrative, trying to change the direction of what's going on with what's going on within this city? When you see somebody as Maddie Boo Boo have put herself out there on YouTube for everybody to witness, when you see somebody deteriorating right in front of your eyes, man. Right in front of your eyes, you see this woman losing her life. And you don't see nothing. You don't see no stings. You don't see no big drug bust stings going on, or hear about it or slowed it down to where drugs is very hard to find, dog. Which I think that even be worse. That people can't find drugs. Cause where do they go from there, dog, if they don't want to quit? They ain't finna do nothing but go find some more. They ain't finna do nothing but make some more fake drugs and use that shit and then kill everybody off even faster. Do y'all see the domino effect in this? Do y'all see the ignorance that's ongoing that never quits? They don't want this to stop, man. It just goes on from one generation to the other. It goes on from one generation to the other. What don't affect you will get your kids. What don't affect your kids will get the grandkids. This is all they want, man, is to blame individuals. They want to blame individuals for their faults, but not take the fault of what's really going on in the city. And that's a corrupt government that don't give a damn about anybody else but greasing their own damn hands, man. She ain't innocent. She ain't innocent, but you know, she ain't innocent. We know that. Ain't nobody in the streets innocent. But she don't deserve to go out like this either, though, dog. I'm just keeping it real. She don't deserve to go out like this either. Y'all see what's going on? Her eyes closing up on her, dog. That eye is closing up on that woman, man. Huh? That eye is closing up on that woman. That eye is damaged. That eye is damaged. Y'all see the difference? And y'all see the difference. That eye is damaged, man. I don't know how fucked up it looked, but it looked pretty fucked up. That eye is damaged. That socket is damaged, man. We got to stop giving this government of ours the easy way out. And that's to point fingers at everybody else, dog. It's easy to point fingers at everybody else. It's something else when you take the blame and you correct it, or you take the steps to correct it. You take the steps to correct it because you're not looking for anybody else to deal with or to put the blame or the situation on, but your own damn shoulders, dog. It's time for these government officials to do their damn job, is what they getting paid for. They're getting paid to monitor a city. They're getting paid to run a city. They're getting paid to bring good businesses in the city. Then it's time for them to take the blame when things don't go right, man. When things don't go right, then they need to take the blame then too. They want to get all the fruits and all the accolades when something go right. They right there for the light. They right there for the shine. But when things go wrong, they want to start pointing fingers as though if they never knew about the shit, dog. When all of them got their hands in the fucking cookie jar. It's sad, man. It's absolutely sad and pathetic and miserable, man, as hell. For somebody to sit up here, man, and allow this government to get away with every damn thing underneath the sun. As though we dumb as fuck or we don't got a clue on what's going on. Adjacent to that gas station, you got a liquor store. So you got a liquor store that's open. Then you got another gas station about a couple blocks away on the boulevard in Vernon. And they pretty decent people, man. Even though they sell Lucy's they damn self. I'm not trying to tell on anybody to sell Lucy's, but when you got somebody that's getting murdered, don't try to point fingers at one gas station as though if you didn't know their business. When you allow every damn business to get over, as long as they grease in your fucking hands, dog. You knew about the gas stations that sell Lucy cigarettes. You know about the gas stations that allow people to hang out in front of their shit and sell drugs, man. You know about all the businesses. Same way you know about the car wash that perpetrate to be washing cars, and they got D-boys up in that bitch working for them, man. You know about all this shit that's going on within this city, and you want to sit up here and act like you clueless. You want to act like you clueless when everything hit the fucking bricks. When everything hit the bricks, oh, now I'm clueless. I didn't have a clue on what was going on, man. But before that, you Detective Gadget, right? Before that, you Detective Gadget. You the one to bring you the one that want to know everybody's business, and you the one want any type of smoke that anybody want to bring your way, dog. But right now, when something go down and you don't want to take take the blame or be part of the solution, that's when you want to point fingers, right? That's when you want to point fingers, because you don't want nothing to stop the momentum of you getting over and you having your hands deep up in that fucking cookie jar. May God have mercy on you, Maddie Boo Boo, and everybody else that's lost out there. I'm not just talking about Maddie Boo Boo, man, like I haven't been no crackhead my damn self, or I don't have family members that's out here slipping as well, because I do. So I'm not out here trying to beat down Maddie Boo Boo. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, they want these women to slip like this. They want these women to walk away from their kids. They want these women because they're the product. They're the product that sells the product of what's popping in the city, man. Without these women, they can't sell the product, because people don't just come buy drugs. They come buy sex. They buy the dream. They buy the fantasy. It's like going to a strip club, man. You just don't partake in the food. You partake in the whole works, right? It's an entertainment, right? Same way as drugs. Drugs are used to entertain. If it ain't used to heal your pain, it's used to entertain. And the women's are part of that entertainment, dog. Yeah, the women's are part of that entertainment. Without Maddie Boo Boo and every other woman out here slipping, drugs wouldn't even be that fantastic. Drugs wouldn't even be that fantastic. Nobody wouldn't even want to do drugs if women weren't out here slipping with that shit, dog. Now, am I lying? Now, anybody know anything about life? You know they got women night. You know they got women's night. Oh, my fault. Ladies' night. They got ladies' night at all bars, right? At all bars. What day it was, y'all? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know what day. But they got a ladies' night at all bars. And why do they got ladies' night at all bars? Because ladies bring in more money. They bring in the males. Males don't bring in ladies. Ladies bring in males. So wherever there's more ladies at, there would be more men's there trying to spin and try to impress their ass. Same thing with drugs, man. Same thing with drugs. Without these women's in these streets slipping, drugs wouldn't even be that fantastic. So don't think the popos or anybody else that got their hands in the cookie jar, dog, don't know the same thing. And this is why they'll never clean these women's up, man. People say, why they don't have enough stings out there? Why they not picking up these women's, man? They want to make the excuse as though if they don't have room in these prisons. They don't have room in the county. But yet and still they don't do nothing but build more what, y'all? They ain't building schools. They ain't building schools. They build more prisons. They build more counties. More county prisons, county jails. Yet and still, they'll make the excuse and say, well, we don't pick up these women on the streets because we ain't got no room in jail, or they'll put it on somebody else, or the judge ain't gonna do nothing but release their ass. Won't you just do your job, man? Stop worrying about what the judge gonna do and just do your job, fool. Huh? You're not gonna do your job. You know why you're gonna do your job? Because you're picking up Maddie Boo Boo and picking up any of these women that work on these streets 24/7, 365, man, will fuck up your damn business. It would take a line and it would motherfucking show nothing but lint. It would have nothing but lint in your fucking pockets. And that's why you won't change. That's why you won't change the outlook. That's why you won't change the solution on trying to help these women get off these streets, man. That's why y'all make it easy for them to roam these streets. That's why y'all make it easy for them to beg at these gas stations. That's why y'all make it easy for them to solicitate any fucking way they want it, anywhere they fucking they want to be at, man. What happened to no littering? I mean, no, my fault, no lottering. What happened to no lottering? That shit don't even exist no more. Because it's all about lining these corrupt popos, this corrupt system of ours, dog. It's all about lining their pockets. And if you take these women off the streets, you ain't got shit popping with these drugs, man. You can't blame everything on these drug dealers, man. I told y'all this. You can't blame everything on these drug dealers when you got a corrupt system that allows this shit to go down, man. I was up in the Campbell building for 12 years. I was up in the Campbell building for 12 years. They treated me as though I was the drug man. I ain't never seen not one time in the 12 years. They made not one bust. They made not one arrest in 12 years when they had bodies dropping every fucking day up in that bitch. Or either outside of that bitch, ODing right in their face. Huh? ODing right in their face. But you treat me like if I'm a criminal for dealing with a corrupt damn business, for dealing with a corrupt building and a corrupt system that helped this business, that helped this building up. You treat me like I'm the problem. Because I'm the one out here speaking about y'all ass, dog. I'm the one out here speaking about y'all ass because all y'all do is try to throw y'all bullshit on a little man. All y'all try to do is throw y'all bullshit on a little man and act like everybody else got the problem and you the solution when you ain't nothing but the damn devil. You ain't nothing but the devil, man. Taking advantage of anybody out here slipping, just like Maddie Boo Boo. Any of these women's out here slipping, you don't want them to go home to their kids. If they go home to their kids, you won't have a damn business. You won't have a business. Your pockets will be pulling out lint. I know a lot of people don't know who people is, but I'm gonna put y'all on game, man. All right. This is where I come in with my knowledge and my expert knowledge of what's going on in the hood, dog.
Brothers and sisters, this cute little hobo wandered up on me.
I'm not a hobo. My name is Jessica Renee Schlenderman. I am working on the streets.
That's Renee. That's Renee, y'all. She was from the Campbell building as well. I'm going to show y'all her when she didn't look this bad, but I had her. If anybody remember my other channel, Frank Nitty 2 T's like 2 titties, I had her on Frank Nitty 2 T's. I had her on Frank Nitty 2 T's like 2 titties channel at the gas station, man, while she was wigging out and basically trying to get her get her a John or a trick, you know, get her somebody to trick with her, dog. She was trying to get one of the truckers at the gas station. She was trying to get their attention so she could turn a trick. All right, so she could turn a trick. But that's Renee, and Renee come from the Campbell building, dog. She come from the Campbell building. That same era, that same time. She just beat down now. She beat down. She used to be a nice looking woman, dog. She used to be a nice looking woman. I'm gonna show y'all her in a minute. That's Renee, y'all. She said, I ain't no hobo. Y'all heard her. She said, I ain't no hobo. My name Renee. But when I wanted to interview her ass, she was acting funny, man. You know what I'm saying? She was acting funny, but I guess now she done got beat down, and she probably see how people looking out for Maddie Boo Boo on YouTube, and for whatever reason, man, she put herself out there so easily that she didn't do before. She must know, man. She must know. She must not just know, but she must really done came to the maybe she done realized, man, that she ain't doing too good. That she may be on her last days. Put it like that, man. Cause let me show you Renee on my page. That's Renee, right? Let me show you Renee on my page. Let me show you Renee on my page. There she go. That's Renee. That's Renee, dog. That's the same one you just seen. That's what the drugs done did to her just within a few years, man. Just within a few years, that's what the drugs done did to her. That's Renee, man. Just within a few years, that's what the drugs done did to this woman, man. Huh? Same as Maddie Boo Boo. And you telling me, man, this shit ain't orchestrated? You telling me this shit ain't no corporation, just like Young Boy Incorporation was back in the days? Y'all remember that back in the days, Young Boy Corporation? You telling me it ain't the same system going on? They just ain't got no fingers. They don't got nobody to blame no more. They ain't got nobody to blame, so they over here trying to point their fingers at anybody, man. What's wrong? What's wrong? That's Renee, though, dog. That's the same woman I just showed y'all, right? That's Renee. I want y'all to keep on rocking with me, kicking with me, fading with me, man. Coming over here, kicking it with a real one, dog. Nobody know this city like I know it, all right? I told y'all this 1,000 times. Nobody know this city like I know it. Nobody know about this life, this street life like I know it. They ain't gonna keep it real like I'm gonna keep it real, dog. I ain't got no reason but to keep it real. I don't live this shit for real, dog. It ain't the brag. It ain't nothing to boast on. It's my reality, dog. It's my reality. So my reality, I'm gonna keep it A1. I'm gonna keep it straight up pushing, and I ain't gonna put no chase on that bitch. I ain't gonna put no chase on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? We gonna drink that bitch straight. Y'all already know how we gonna take it, man. We don't sell no watered down product over here, man. We don't sell no watered down product over here, all right? Everything we motherfucker put out here is A1 facts. Period. A1 facts, man. We don't put out no half-stepping ass, something that you can just hear from anybody because, they want to say a lot of big words and a lot of terms and use a lot of terms that they don't even know what it mean they damn self, dog. But we keep this shit over here A1 pushing, A1 popping, facts. That's it, facts. This Renee, dog. This is the woman you just seen. This is this woman y'all just seen. That's Renee. That's Renee. Y'all want to know anything else about the hood, man? Let me know, dog. Let me tell y'all a story before I leave this bitch, though. Y'all remember, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. Only my black ass can tell you because I keep it real, right? Y'all gonna wait, I know y'all gonna look out for me too when I write this book. When I write this book, I know y'all gonna look out for me. But let me tell y'all a little story in the meanwhile. Do y'all remember Mimi? Do y'all remember Mimi? The dark-skinned female. She had real pretty black skin. I mean, pretty black skin. Y'all remember Mimi? T-Boy interviewed her. And she made T-Boy take down her video, man. She made T-Boy take down her video. And let me tell you why T-Boy took down that video, dog. Let me tell you why Mimi had T-Boy to take down that video and why T-Boy took down that video. Mimi family ain't no joke. Do y'all hear me, dog? When T-Boy told y'all he didn't feel safe coming back to this hood, he wasn't just talking about he wasn't just talking about Jamie Sky High boyfriend, part-time pimp threatening his ass. He was also talking about other situations that he had, man, with so many other people, dog. Huh? If y'all go look back, y'all see that a lot of times T-Boy was trying to visit these women. I forgot the women's names because I don't want to just say anything off my tongue, man. But he was trying to, I think it was another Jamie. He was trying to visit. And her friends or the people that was holding down her spot was threatening his ass. They was threatening his ass because they didn't feel comfortable with him riding around in that Astro van. They didn't feel comfortable with him riding around in that Astro van, asking people fucked up questions, man. All right. So, as well as Mimi, keep up with me, y'all. Mimi is somebody that T-Boy interviewed, right? She was dark skinned. She ended up getting a job. She ended up getting a job. So she claimed that she didn't want her name to be in that vicinity of chosen one's community spoken about as though she was still living that lifestyle. But let me tell y'all something, man. Let me give y'all some hookup. Remember I told y'all the white females earned more money than the black females? Didn't I tell y'all that? The white females was sought, the white females is what sells. I ain't gonna say just the white females, but they gotta be, it's a certain look, you know what I'm saying, man? It's a certain look. And Renee had that certain look. My baby mama had that certain look. Maddie Boo Boo got that certain look. A lot of these women's like Sarah, Mama Kelly daughter, Sarah had that certain look. They got more attention in these streets. They got more attention in these streets than any other woman, man. All right. So let me keep up with the story, dog. Let me keep y'all up with the story. This is when everything done changed in the building. This is when everything was changing. And it wasn't that many people left in the building though, right? It wasn't that many. The spot was still going on. The spot was still going on, but a lot of people was getting kicked out of the building though, right, dog? Well, not getting kicked out. Let's just say they was being evicted. They was evicting people out of the building then. All right, they was trying to they weren't going to try to clean it up. They were trying to get out the people that they felt as though whatever was not giving them problems, but maybe not paying their rent on time. On that kind of thought, right? But let's get back to Mimi, dog. Let's get back to Mimi. I seen Mimi one day, man. Crack Renee. This Renee right here. I seen Mimi crack Renee. Well, not this Renee. Not when she was looking this bad, but not when she was looking this bad. But the picture I had, right, man? That picture. I seen her crack Renee in the head with a liquor bottle, man. With a straight up liquor bottle. She beat the shit out of her ass right on my floor, dog. I ain't lying. She was beating this woman right on my floor with a liquor bottle, dog. It had to be a fifth. It was either a fifth or a pint. I just know she was cracking this bitch in the head with that bitch repeatedly thrashing her head with this liquor bottle, man. I come out of my crib, I come out of my apartment to see Renee crying and whining and screaming at the top of her lungs like a bitch. While Mimi was going ham on her ass with this doggone liquor bottle, man. And why would you think Mimi was beating her ass with that liquor bottle? Because she wouldn't give Mimi the money or the drugs that Mimi told her that she had to split or give to her, dog. Or give to her. That's why. She wanted Renee drugs. She wanted Renee money. And Renee was holding that bitch as though if it was her last hit. She wouldn't release it, man. So Renee was willing to take an ass whooping with a doggone liquor bottle. Thick as a bitch, too. It's a thick liquor bottle. Wow, I mean, she was wilding, man. She was going ham on her ass. Beating this bitch in the head. She was beating her in the head with it, dog. right up in the middle of the hallway of the Campbell building. That's my little story, dog, that only I can bring. I'm telling y'all, man, it's real out here in these streets. It's real out here in these streets. And everything I'm telling y'all, the popos can tell y'all just as well. They don't give a damn. These women's is they money, man. Why you think they wanted my baby mama out there? They want my baby mama out there because my baby mama brings in plenty of choke. They don't want to see that woman. They don't want to see that woman be healed or get her life together, dog. They want to see her off track. That woman, she's worth more to them fucked up than what she's worth doing anything correct. She's worth more to them fucked up than what she's worth doing anything correct. Understand who you dealing with when you fucking with these corrupt popos in this jacked up politician system that only works for the rich and not for the poor. I'm gonna tell y'all more, man, but I'm gonna save it for my book. Because I don't want to just keep on giving out free information when these people don't know shit about the hood. They don't know shit about the hood. And I know it all. Y'all keep on rocking with me. Y'all keep on kicking with me. Y'all keep on fading with your brother Frank Nitty, 2 T's like 2 titties. And I keep on bringing y'all the goods and the real about how this shit really is, man. Woody woo woo. Daddy, daddy, daddy. Come on, y'all. I got love for y'all. I know y'all got love for me. Daddy, daddy, daddy. Daddy long stroke. Who does it like Nitty? Deep up in the D-City. Who does it like Nitty? Deep up in the D-City. D-City, straight gritty, no pity. You already know how we get it. Woody woo woo. Daddy, 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 daddy. Daddy, daddy long stroke. Everybody watch their back. Take care of yourself and your loved ones, dog. Don't never think that you can't be in the same situation as some of these other people, man. It only take one bad mistake. It only take one bad move. And that's to be an ongoing fool that loves to party all the time. You can't party all the time, man. Ain't nothing about life is that enjoyable that you could just party all the damn time and not find yourself in the same situation as any other woman out here in these streets. It don't take much. It only take your ignorance to think that you can survive anything and everything you want to go through, dog. And if you got that thought in your mind that you can survive anything and everything that you go through, this is the end result. This is what happens to them, man. This is what happens. It's sad, but it's true. Just like our Maddie Boo Boo. Maddie Boo Boo. Straight up doo-doo. Do she want to get funky? Course she do. Yeah. Do she want to get funky? Yeah. Maddie Boo Boo. Which one you prefer? Bucket, paper bag, or plastic? Maddie Boo Boo prefers the paper bag. Maddie Boo Boo. I'm out, man. I'm Nitty. D-City. Straight gritty. No pity. Everybody have a blessed night in the best way, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for holding me down. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all for making this all what it is, dog. I wasn't able to see not one comment. So don't think that I wasn't trying to speak to y'all. I was just trying to go off the momentum in my flow that was deep in my heart, dog. This is something that's burning in my heart. So I spit it like I feel it. All right? I spit it like I felt it. And I thank y'all for allowing me to spit it. But I didn't get a chance to see not one of y'all comments. So thank y'all for everybody who came through, everybody who helped me down, everybody to continue to show support within Chosen Ones, girls community, or Chosen Ones community with CWG. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for kicking with me. Thank y'all for fading with me. And thank y'all for being here to do what we love to do with each other, and that's to break bread. I had a beautiful time, man, doing what I do with y'all, and I hope y'all had a beautiful time doing what y'all do with me. I'm out, baby. Everybody have a blessed night in the best way. And thumbs up, man, for my CWG, baby. Thumbs up for my CWG. And don't forget about my other channel, D-City TV. That's D-City TV. Subscribe. Be a part of our growing family. Be a part of our growing community. Be a part of this beautiful friendship and camaraderie that we got amongst each other, dog. Keep on rocking with us. Keep on kicking with us. Keep on fading with your brother Frank Nitty. 2 T's like 2 cities. Up in the D-City, man. As we keep it straight gritty, no pity. Everybody have a blessed night in the best way. Y'all far too kind. Y'all more than welcome. And y'all beautiful people. Y'all beautiful people, man. And I'm going to find out who sent me or who gave me that show. Whoever did, though. Much respect to you. Much appreciation. And thank you for all the love. I'm out, y'all. Nitty D-City, baby. Straight gritty, no pity. CWG continues to rock with me. And I continues to rock with you, baby. Throw the rope. Tie the knot. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was a pair of socks. Find some linen. Find some sheets. Tie up some napkins. Huh? Grab something off your own ASS. But hold on. Hold on for your brother. Frank Nitty. D-City, baby. Hold on for me like I'm holding on for you. CWG. Woody woo woo. Papa coming home. Favorite position. Don't ask no questions. From the back door. And you already know. It's Nitty, baby. Y'all far too kind. Y'all more than welcome. And y'all beautiful, baby. I'm out. Deuces. Thumbs up for my CWG. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Not just on CWG, but as well as D-City TV. Be a part of the growing family, baby. We ain't going nowhere. Catch me later on tonight, baby, on D-City TV. I'm going to hit the streets. Yeah. Later on tonight, baby, I'm going to hit the streets. Only like D City TV can bring it to you. So you want to hit that notification bell, and you want to hit that subscribe button, and be down with CWG as well as D City TV, because you never know how we're gonna bring it, and you never know when we gonna bring it. We out, baby. Everybody have a blessed night in the best way. I love y'all, man, and I know y'all got love for me. I'm out, baby. Deuces.